everyone, I'm Lindsey Goodman and I'm here with my friend composer Elainie Lillios. We're at Tuff Sound Recording in Pittsburgh, where we have just finished all of the pre-mastering for her amazing flute and live processed electronics piece, Sleep Undulating Tide. And I wanted Elainie to take a moment to tell everybody about her really cool new piece.
Thank you, Lindsey. Hi everyone. Lindsey contacted me and said, hey Elainie, let's do a project. And I said, sounds fabulous. So she and I talked a lot about how this piece was going to sound and what was going to inspire the piece. And I found out that Lindsey is a huge fan of Margaret Atwood. So together she and I embarked on a journey to find something of Margaret Atwood's that might inspire this piece. And we ended up with a poem by Margaret Atwood, Variations on the Word Sleep. And so that poem by Margaret Atwood provided the structure for us and some jumping off points for some of the sound material for the piece. So the journey of someone who is sleeping or wishing they were sleeping, and there are multiple levels of meaning in that. So the sounds of the piece somehow imitate the form and move along with the way the poem unfolds over time. So Lindsey does a lot of different types of extended techniques. She performs many extended techniques. She also sings and speaks in this piece and whispers a little bit as the piece goes on. So it was a real treat to explore not only Lindsey's amazing virtuosic flute abilities, but also her amazing abilities as a vocalist and a singer. So extended flute techniques and super hard flute materials, but then singing as well, and thinking about how those worlds come together as the piece unfolds. Then of course, live electronics. So everything that Lindsey plays is being processed in real time with a software application called Max MSP. So Lindsey plays into the microphone, and then all the magic happens with the live electronics, of course, after the magic happens with her flute. And the whole piece comes together then in sort of a very nice little package.
And what I really liked about our process working on this piece is that Elainie's really collaborative. You would sketch something and then you'd come to me and be like, okay, can we have a Skype session and can we work on these sounds together? And I felt like that was a really integral part of the composition process and making sure that it really sounded the way you wanted it to, and that I was really interpreting what she needed. It felt like such a collaboration, so that by the time the score was done, I felt like I already really knew the piece. And it was a really fun process. So thank you for letting me have that hand in the composition.
Well, thank you, Lindsey, for being collaborative with me. The most exciting part of that was the day that I called you on the phone, or I sent you an email and I said, hey, I found this piece by Gluck.
Of course, this piece also quotes every flutist's favorite piece, Gluck's Dance of the Blessed Spirits. This is near and dear to every flutist's heart. It's very near and dear to mine because it's what I play at the funeral of all of my family members. And so when Elainie said she wanted to incorporate that piece, I remember you were on the phone with me, I think, and told me about this, and I just started crying. It was so touching to have this beautiful 21st century revisiting of this amazing classic for our repertoire.
Well, that piece fit into the poem because there's a part of the poem that talks a little bit about Orpheus going to the underworld, and I thought, oh well, you know, who wrote operas about Orpheus? Gluck did. What can I find? And I found that piece, so it was a really good happenstance.
Absolutely. So flutists, wait until you hear that section of this piece. Well, thank you again, Elainie. It's been such a pleasure collaborating with you on this and on other projects. And please support this great new work by Elainie Lillios, Sleep Undulating Tide, to come into the world. It's coming out on my new album, Returning to Heights Unseen, May 11th, 2018. And you can support the campaign at the Indiegogo crowdfunding link right here.
Please support the CD. Thank you.
Thank you.